at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of five shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on an hill. And therefore will Yahweh wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will be exalted, or will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. The mercy upon you are the elect of the children of Israel. For Yahweh is the most high of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait on him. So these guys that fall off and go back into the world, you haven't waited upon the Most High. Now, if you was a part of a camp that you can make a hip-hop video, or you can go on a cruise, or you got family day, you're gonna stay with that thing because it caters to what you want. You know, when you got like there's a brother up there, well, he's no longer a brother now up there in Canada, man. Fourth or fifth in command talking about we got to go to other places and we got to do interviews. Then it got back to me, and I said, man, from my elder Iathon told me, and I said, well, look, just tell the guy to go, because it's obvious he's watching Nate videos and he want to do it. Well, just join Nate. Just join Nate. Tell him, look, I used to be a part of GMS. You don't want to be down with GMS. You want to get with them. Since you think Nate is doing these big things.
Yeah. Hey, well, go join them. You know that's
out of here. You are out of here, man. We ain't have no counsel on you. The judgment has already been, written and brought down. You out.
So let it be written. So let it be done. This is Philippians 2:15. That you may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. Because these, Jake is perverse and crooked, and they pretty much look to guys. That's why, you have Nate, everything that Nate and them other guys do is all a gimmick, to win souls, to themselves, really not to the Lord, to themselves. That's why they got that fancy production, and people, you read the comments, say, oh, wow, this production was nice. This production was beautiful. Yeah, but what about the message? The message is what's important, not all that fancy gimmicks and production.
A quick precept for you, because that guy, you know what? That guy, he wants to receive honor from men. He wants us to receive honor from men. But this is what Yahweh Shai said, John 5:41. I receive not honor from men. So Yahweh Shai, when he came on the scene, his thing wasn't to receive honor from all of Jerusalem. Like I just said, he was more hated than he was loved. All right? So it's obvious that guy from Canada, it's obvious he don't understand this thing of ours, and he don't understand the scriptures. You got it.
All right. Okay. All right. So all right. So you know what? I'm gonna finish this up in St. John, the 5th chapter, 45th verse. It says, do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had you believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? And pretty much we're the ambassadors of Yahweh Shai. We're not here speaking our own words. We're speaking the words of Yahweh Shai. So if you don't accept what's coming from us through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you're not accepting the words of the Lord. Because Yahweh Shai is not here physically now, even though he's here spiritually with us, but he's not here physically on the earth as he was 2,000 years ago. So the same way you rejected him then when he was physically here, the same way you're rejecting him now when the words are coming out of our mouths.
Oh, well, what he said, if you receive one that comes in his name, yep. It's like, yeah.
That was in the same chapter.
Oh, okay. Yep. It's like receiving him. I got a quick precept. James, the book of James 1:21. It says this. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. And that's all we have to offer is the word, the scriptures. No gimmicks. It didn't say receive with meekness the gimmicks of of this truth. All right, it said receive with meekness. I mean, you got to be humble. Okay, you can't come with that proud attitude. Receive with meekness the engrafted word, because at one time this word was engrafted on what? On tables of stone. Well, our forefather Moses received it, right? Receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. That's what's going to save you. Not the gimmicks that you see IUIC or GOCC that they get into, or even HODC. And why these guys all have Christ on their name? They're supposed to be representing.
Because they're followers of Christ.
They're followers of Christ.
I wouldn't have the word Christ nowhere if I wasn't following him. If you got Christ in your name of your organization, that means you follow Christ, which is the cracker Jesus.
That's right. I mean, what more proof do you guys need, man? These guys are not. They're not following they're not the elect of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're followers of Christ. Okay, that's why they all got Christ on their name, man. Let me read that again. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves, or deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway he forgetteth what manner of man he was. All right, so that's pretty much it. You know, in other words, we can't be a hypocrite. You know, you got guys that say the word, but they don't do it. We got to say the word and do it.
Yeah, it says Revelation 10, verse 9. It says, and when let me turn this down. 1 minute. Revelation 10, verse 9. And went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book which represents the scriptures. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. Now you notice he didn't say eat it, he said eat it up, meaning completely consume it, the whole book. And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Because when you start tasting it, tastes good, but after it goes down and you digest it, it becomes bitter. So what does the bitter mean? Because at first, you know, you feel good about this, man. But then, you know, you got a time clock in your head as to when the Most High you're going to tell the Most High when he's supposed to come for you. And then when you know, the time, that's why a lot of these guys, the year 2000 thing came and went. A lot of them, that's when most of them guys fell off. Right after the year 2000. So that was beautiful, man. That was pushed out that way. Because brothers had in their head, 2000 will be out of here. 2000 came and went, and you know what? You went with it. That's right. The Most High sifted the house of Israel. Now, when you look up the word bitter, the word there is, bear me for 1 minute. We went through this before. I remember the word. It's from the Greek pikrino, which means to make bitter, to produce a bitter taste in the stomach, to embitter, render angry, to grieve.
Basically, we'll have a bitter life in this thing.
That's right. That's right.
We're not gonna like that song, Paul Davis, "Sweet Life." Sweet life, oh what a weak life.
Now the root word is pikras, which pretty much mean the same thing: bitter, harsh, virulent. Okay, let me read this. Leads me to this is I'm sorry. I believe this is Joshua. I'm sorry, this is James. I'm sorry. This is James. Okay, it says James 3 and 11. It said, doeth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? 14 verse. But if ye have bitter envy, bitter meaning, it upsets you. Grievous. It's a burden. Because at first, when you take these scriptures in, they taste sweet, man. You feel good about yourself. But then, you go out there on the highways and the byways, winter come up, you got to deal with winter. Well, guys make their own gospel up. Their thing was, well, we ain't going to do the winter thing no more. Or if it gets too hot, well, let's do a rap video. Or let's do let's have a cruise. Most High, we're not a church. We're not like a Baptist church. We're not going to have no fish fry or nothing like that. A tour bus, some cruise. And that was happening back with Mo and them, man. They were having picnics and they started getting weak, man. And I'm gonna say this, that school became like a whorehouse, man. Yeah. A lot of them women, they were popping different men and they wasn't saying nothing. They would go with one guy, then they would have a relationship, then the shit wouldn't work out, then they'll break up, but she wouldn't say nothing, he wouldn't say nothing, and he'll go back to the class, and then she'll go back to the class, and then she'll get another guy and we know that for a fact. And the thing was, anytime they had a relationship, they wouldn't tell nobody that they had a relationship. So it turned the school into a whorehouse, man. That's why you guys that call yourself leaders, you better be on top of your men, man. That's right. And you ain't supposed to have women all up in this thing, man. If a woman wants to learn, she got, like let's say she want to learn from GMS. Let's say a woman said, well, look, I believe GMS has the truth. Well, then we got the videos. We break down everything in the videos. If I have a thought, I do a sit down, man.
Scripture say, no, I was going to say the scripture say if she'll learn anything, that's the big word. If she will learn. As a matter of fact, let me get it, man.
I got a quick precept.
Yep, you got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 1:18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. So part of that bitterness is the sorrow that you go through, the afflictions and the hell that comes with it, and then seeing that this devil's still ruling and that the kingdom isn't established yet. That's all part of that grief, that bitterness. But that's part of enduring. The Most High said, "Wake not my love until He please." So you can't force the hand of the Lord. Remember, Judas Iscariot tried to do it, and what happened? He ended up losing at the end. You got the scripture, Apostle Gabor?
Yeah. Wait, come up.
Is that 1 Corinthians 14? Or is that either 1 Corinthians 14
33
on down somewhere around there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Let your women keep silent in the churches, for they are not permitted to speak, but they are to be submissive, as the law also says. And that law is going back to Genesis 3:16. And if they want to learn anything, wait a minute, yeah, this ain't the right Bible.
Yeah. You know what? Right up there, right next to where you.
I don't know how the hell I got to that.
Right next to the search engine.
Yeah.
There should be a drop-down menu with the different translations right next to the
I don't
search
know how
engine.
that can. I probably checking something else out.
Yeah.
Let me check that out.
Yeah.
Let me check it out.
Yeah, because you got different. Yeah, you could go to Spanish. Yep. You can go to different ones, and you can go to different ones. Damn.
That's a New King James. That's what it was. See what it says? It is King James.
All right.
There you go.
It didn't say that. Well, that's
Yeah.
the song.
Yep.
Hey, that's the song, and it didn't. The tune, you know, like you playing a song on the piano, and the guy is obviously he's a novice. He can't really play the piano real good. He hits the wrong note, and you know the song. You grew up with the song. Say, hey, wait a minute.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong here. The guy ain't singing the song right.
If the
The
trumpet
piano
gives an
ain't-
uncertain sound.
That's right. The piano ain't hitting that note right. You know. Well, that was an example.
The lyrics weren't correct.
Yeah, the lyrics ain't right. The tone of the song ain't right. The guy who's playing the drum, he playing it a little too fast. Like sometimes I go on, yeah, the tempo is wrong. I say, wait a minute, this is a fast song. Why is he playing all slow? You know? Well, this knowledge is no different. Yeah, the guitar's out of tune because he didn't tune his guitar. Because most musicians, they'll tune their instruments before they start to play them. Because, yeah, professional musicians, good ones, not no fly-by-nighters, because they want to get that right sound, man. They want to take you back to 1970, whenever the song was released. They want you to hear the authentic shit, man. Not no bootleg shit. Anyway,
They had authentic stuff from more than 2,000 years ago.
that's right. You know, that's right.
The real acoustics.
That's why when I was reading it, I was like, wait a minute, man, this shit, what kind of Bible is this? Hey, man, we don't fuck around with this, man. All right? Excuse my French. Hey, 1 Corinthians 14 and 32, 14 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the Lord. That's Genesis 3 and 16. That's the law for that. And if they will learn, that's what it's supposed to say. If they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for women to speak in the church. So a woman ain't supposed to be in the church sitting together. All right? It says, let them ask their husbands at home. Okay?
Because that brings about confusion. That's what the Lord says, not the author of confusion. Because first of all, women get emotional. They start getting loud, you know, and before you know it, there's a big riot going on inside the church, you know. And second of all, you know, you have it opens it up for adultery, you know, men looking at your woman, looking at their ass, at their titties and all that, you know, trying to slip their number to the woman, you know.
Now, women will come that way to make sure their cleavage is showing, their ass is sure they look in the mirror. There's a lot of wickedness, and you know what, them other camps, there's a lot of wickedness going on in them camps, man. And basically, you're supposed to, you know, do these lessons, go out on the highways and the byways to other like-minded brothers, and that's pretty much it. And wait till the Lord come back. That's all you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to go punch an Edomite in the face or Edomite walking down the street and you yell at them, call them the devil. Although sometimes the spirit jump on you, you know, but you know, we, you know, refrain from that stuff. But we'll ask the Edomite, man. We'll play the Edomite, man. You know, and don't make it more than what it is. If you notice, we go down there myself. I just teach. I make a statement. I say, give me the scripture on it. Give me that scripture. Give me that scripture. I make another. Or is that in the scriptures? Give me that scripture. The older you get, the more seasoned you get, man. You don't get all emotional. You don't get all riled up.
Yeah, we're seasoned. Yeah, and another thing, the Lord didn't send us out there as tough guys. You know, like knockaround, like that movie Knockaround Guys. You know, we ain't no knockaround guys, man.
Yeah,
you know,
and if you know, if you got like a Edomite, you know, let's say you in at the store and you're about to pay for something, you might be a little short, and you got an Edomite behind you to say, you know what, I'll put the rest in. Don't be like, nah, man, I don't want nothing from you, man. You the devil, man. You know.
Well, the scripture say, "Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove." Oh, thank you, sir. You know, call him sir. Thank you, sir. Hey, police officer pull you over, you know, tell them, is there a problem, officer? Then when they say, well, why did you do this? You tell them, look, I'm exercising my right to remain silent. Sir, that's it.
Be wise. Yep.